Hey, what's happening, YouTube? You guys have tuned into Dat Plant Dude, and today we're going to give it a try, trying to get rid of fungus gnats with hydrogen peroxide. Now, fungus gnats are probably something you guys have dealt with if you've got houseplants. I think we all deal with them inevitably at some time or another, and they're really pesky. Once they go to one of your plants, if you don't quarantine it right away, it will literally spread to all of your plants. We got about 100 plants in my living room, and they're slowly overtaking the living room. I mean, it's literally getting to the point where when you're sitting on the couch watching TV, you got gnats flying around your face, and they're drawn to moisture, so it's really annoying because they like to fly in your eyes, fly in your nose, fly in your mouth. It's gross, and they're not good for you, they're not good for your plants, so we want to get rid of them. So I've tried neem oil. I've tried spraying my plants with neem oil with a one of those endless sprayers. Haven't really had a ton of success. Now, fungus gnats actually live in like the top inch or top inch and a half, 2 inches of your soil. A lot of people try to scrape off the soil, see if that takes care of them, and then add some fresh soil. Other times people will try to just let their plants dry out, get rid of the fungus which the gnats feed off of, and hope that that gets rid of the problem. And then a lot of people try spraying with neem oil. And spraying with neem oil is great for the leaves and things like that, but it doesn't really get to the root of the problem, which is the bugs living in your soil. And it's pretty gross. You can actually see them in some plants crawling around the top. If we were to, I doubt the camera will pick up, but if we were to let you watch that for a second, you know, I see one right now. You literally see them crawling around in there. Now, how I got them, I think I maybe had some contaminated soil. I had some soil sitting in my laundry room for forever. I took a couple cuttings recently, tried to pot them, and didn't really notice it at first. I noticed the plants had a lot of fungus gnats, but when I looked in the bag of soil was literally swarming with fungus gnats. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try the hydrogen peroxide treatment. Now, hydrogen peroxide is kind of cool because it's more easily accessible than neem oil. Even if you don't have a plant shop near you, or it's out of season at Home Depot and you can't find it, everybody's going to be able to find hydrogen peroxide at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens. It was super cheap. I think this was $1.29, and it was buy one, get one half off. So the second one cost me something like 60 cents. You don't have to do this very often, and kind of a nice added benefit is, in addition to getting rid of fungus gnats, this actually aerates your soil, brings oxygen in, and in a way almost acts like a fertilizer. So a lot of people report after using hydrogen peroxide, they actually get a lot of new growth on their plant. Now, I wouldn't make this a regular thing that I do. If you want to do it a couple times a year, fine, but I wouldn't. This isn't something I would be doing every watering or every other watering. Now, in terms of how to mix it, I've seen some people saying half hydrogen peroxide, half water. I've seen a lot of people saying like a 1-to-4 ratio. Like, we're going to do 1 cup of this to 4 cups of water. And I've actually seen some guides online that say 1 to 10. So 1 of these and 10 of water. These are plants that we're going to be watering that I don't want to lose them, but if we wind up losing them, it's not the end of the world. So we're going to go 1 part to 4 parts. So what we're going to do here, and this watering can that I'm using right now probably isn't the ideal best watering can. And why I say that is we want to cover as much surface area on the top of this pot as possible. So with this watering can, I'm really going to have to kind of drizzle over to make sure I get everything. I would probably more want a sprinkler can to where it's going to sprinkle the... Man, this plant is infested. And this should kill the larvae on contact. Man, these things are all over the place. So we'll do 3 parts of water. I'm right by the sink here. And these plants are quarantined in my laundry room. So we got them away from the other plants. And we'll have to check back in maybe a couple days or a week and see. I think I might wind up diluting this even more, just because I got a number of plants we got to water, and it's probably better to err on the side of less peroxide the first time, because we're probably going to have to do this treatment a couple times. So I'm not going to water here. I'm actually going to be watering the laundry room. But basically, we're going to be trying to cover as much surface area on the top of the pot as possible. And I'll report back in a week or two here and let you guys know what the result was. What's up, YouTube? It's That Plant Dude. Sorry for the bad sound and the echo here. I'm in my my laundry room with the furnace. Not sure if this is going to be a standalone video on its own, or if I'm just going to edit this at the end of the video about me using hydrogen peroxide to try to get rid of fungus gnats. Pretty much all these plants in here, but specifically these cuttings in here for the most part, were infested with fungus gnats. Not really sure how it happened. I normally keep some soil inside here, probably a bad idea. But really had no reason to believe the soil was infected, so I repotted some plants, didn't really notice anything. I noticed these plants had fungus gnats really bad, and then I happened to go look in the bag, and the bag was just like swarming with fungus gnats. I mean, this was to the point where you could literally see the little guys crawling in the dirt, and obviously you get them flying around as well. Read a little bit about hydrogen peroxide, which if I wound up editing this onto the end of this video, I wound up doing a 4-to-1 mix water to hydrogen peroxide. I've seen some people recommend half and half, others were 10-to-1. Probably went a little bit stronger. I probably could have been a little bit more cautious and added a little bit less on the first time, but everything seems to be doing okay. And ultimately, I really wanted to get rid of these buggers. If these plants wound up dying, you know, wouldn't have been happy about it, but so be it. They were all cuttings. I got the mother plants still going, and I was kind of pleasantly surprised. I came and checked on them today. I really didn't see any fungus gnats flying. You can see there's one crawling around on the ground there, but I took a knife and kind of started shoveling around the top inch or two of dirt here. Didn't see anything crawling around. I don't really see anything flying around. A lot of people say this takes multiple treatments. So I plan on kind of letting this top layer of soil dry out over the next couple days, watering again with hydrogen peroxide. I'll probably do about the same 4-to-1 ratio of hydrogen peroxide to water. And, you know, hopefully I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 treatments, and they should be pretty good. I've heard that hydrogen peroxide kind of acts as almost a fertilizer to your plant, or at the very least aerates the roots. And I've heard people get a lot of growth after using it. So I wouldn't use it all the time as like a regular maintenance schedule, but I think maybe a couple times a year or every couple months might not be a bad thing to do to your plants to both keep fungus gnats away as well as kind of spur a little bit of growth as well. So treatment 1 out of the way, things are looking pretty good, and I'll update you guys when we do the next 1 or 2 treatments here. I see we got another guy on the wall right there. But yeah, I am seeing a lot of results after the first treatment. That's all I got for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll catch you on the next one.